disturbing story. It comes from Jackson, Mississippi, where a woman says that authorities waited months to tell her that her son had been struck and killed by an off-duty police officer in his cruiser. 37-year-old Dexter Wade died back in March, but his mother said she did not find out about his death until August. The family's attorney is now calling for a federal investigation. Our national correspondent, Jerika Duncan, joins us at the table with more. I heard about this story recently. I'm so glad you're doing something about it.
Yeah, this is a story with a lot of questions.
Yes.
Dexter Wade said she filed a missing person report with Jackson Police Department in March after her son was missing for more than a week. She says when she was finally informed about what happened to her son, he was already buried.
He was my only son. And I would have never thought this had happened to him.
Dexter Wade says she last saw her son Dexter on March 5th when he left home after an argument. Days later, Wade reported him missing to the Jackson Police Department. Wade said she spent months following up and searching the city for her son, even asking for help online.
He just disappeared off the face of earth and nobody knew where he was. None of his friends, nobody.
What she didn't know was that Dexter was already dead and buried in a grave marked with only a number at a cemetery outside a county prison.
All the time. He was right down there in the morgue. All they had to say was, "Miss Wade, your son is in the morgue."
According to his death certificate, Dexter was killed on March 5th, less than an hour after he left home, when he was accidentally struck by an off-duty officer driving a Jackson police SUV near an interstate exit. Wade says police told her about the incident on August 24th, nearly 6 months after his death.
Give me a reason to why y'all did not contact me? Why y'all didn't knock on my door?
Wade said a coroner identified Dexter from a prescription medication that he was carrying and received the next of kin information from a medical clinic. According to Wade, the coroner was unable to reach her, but she was told Jackson police tried to contact her several times. Wade says she never received a call.
It was, in fact, an accident and that there was no malicious intent.
Jackson's mayor addressed Wade's case last week.
There was a lack of communication with the Missing Persons Division, the coroner's office, and accident investigation.
Wade's frustration with the city runs deep. Last year, a jury convicted a Jackson police officer of manslaughter and the beating death of her brother.
It was intentional that they did not contact her.
Civil rights attorney Ben Crump is now representing the Wade family.
We're going to petition the court to have his body exhumed and have a independent autopsy performed and then give him a proper funeral for his mother and his daughters and his family.
CBS News reached out to the Jackson Police Department but did not hear back. And as you heard, Mr. Crump just mentioned that they hope to have Dexter's body exhumed, but they're hoping to do that next week.
Jeez.
To look at the amount of trauma this family has faced, though, and to know as a mother that you're doing everything you think you can, whether it's going online, asking people, going to the police, and somehow, as the mayor said, it was a lack of communication. For this family, they just say that's not good enough.
Yeah, that's more than a lack of communication when you have a